And it's found that over 55% of the population do feel anxious right now. They feel apprehensive. They feel scared about socialising without restrictions. And apparently women are feeling this the most. So to talk us through the research, by the way, has been conducted for the Big Lunch, which is a National Lottery and Iceland Foods initiative. But here to tell us a little bit more is the telly presenter, Saira Khan. Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm not too bad. How are you feeling today? Are you anxious, or are you happy to get back out there?
Well, it's interesting. Mixed feelings for me, and I think this research really does capture, I think, the nation's feelings at the moment. We're very happy that the restrictions are slowly being lifted, but we are a little bit kind of, I'm not sure how I feel about going to a pub with loads of people, or going to the gym, or, just socializing generally at the moment with lots of different people. And I think this survey, which looked at 4,000 people, really did highlight that over 20 million people have re-entry anxiety. And I think, people can go, this word anxious, it's battered around a lot. Actually, we've got to take this really seriously. A lot of people did talk about mental health during lockdown, and this is now, it's coming into fruition now, because it's not very easy for people to have lived in a certain way with rules and restrictions on how to behave, how to, kind of act, and then all of a sudden be told, right, that's it, now go back and live a normal life. It doesn't work like that. And people need time, they need confidence, they need to be made to feel comfortable, and we should be able to give them that those opportunities to feel that.
Absolutely. I always feel that about mental health and about the things that are worrying you.
Yeah.
We have to give you the opportunity to say, actually, I feel uncomfortable. I don't feel okay with that. You are absolutely valid in how you are feeling at the moment. The interesting thing about this for me is we've all learned so many new terms over this last year, and this is just another one. Re-entry anxiety, which I totally get. I mean, tell us a little bit about the people who've commissioned this research. First of all, the Big Lunch, is that something that we can all get involved in, perhaps?
Oh, absolutely. And it is such a beautiful initiative. It's something that happens actually in the UK every year. It's an annual thing, and it's specifically for neighbours and communities to come together over food. Now, traditionally, it's meant big street parties, and 6 million people have normally taken part. But last year it moved online. I was part of it last year. And this year, the Big Lunch, which is part of the Eden Project, they are encouraging socially safe, smaller get-togethers, whether it's in a park, a garden, over the back fence, or the drive. It's basically about however you feel comfortable to share a snack with the people you've lived with the closest, and to say, thanks ever so much for the support. And that's the thing, for a whole year, so many of us have got to know our neighbours. They've been a lifeline. People bringing medicine to the elderly, helping them with shopping. And this is just a nice thing to put in your diary, to get out your, tracky bottoms, put a tea dress on, dress up, play the table, or whatever it is that you maybe lay the picnic rug on the piece of grass and say, come on, let's get together. But normally it's just for the weekend, but this time the Big Lunch is for a whole month. So it allows people to say, right, I'm doing this. Are you comfortable? Yes, I've got the social distancing in place. Yes, it's all right, and easing people into it, making sure that everybody's needs are met, and that, we're being inclusive. So it's a whole month. You can get together, and it's a date to put in the diary to look forward to, and I think it's just a lovely thing to do.
I think so as well, and from the sounds of it, it's whatever you feel comfortable with, so I can see why the research is really good news for the Big Lunch. Just delving into some of the research a little bit more, 10 million of us worry about being able to just have and hold a conversation. Something that I know that you won't struggle with, but this is a proper anxiety. It is, though. When people start to talk, they start to overanalyze what they're saying. I can understand how this is difficult for people to just get. It's not even just about physically getting back out there. It's getting back out there and actually being able to just talk and talk freely. Would you have any advice for somebody who's feeling a little bit like that?
You know what? I don't think we can belittle this. This is about social fitness now. It's about getting back into society. We've been in a cave and we've been now told to go out. And actually, for some people, this has been quite traumatic. A lot of people have been living on their own for a whole, you know, we can't presume that everybody's got a family and that, you know, it's a mum and a dad and 2 kids. Some people have been living on their own and they haven't had a conversation, you know, face to face, you know, unless it's been over Zoom or whatever. So I think it's about, I think my advice to people would be to say, absolutely make the effort. Know that social restrictions are lifting. You are allowed out. You are allowed to visit people's gardens. And, you know, it's okay. But you don't have to, if you feel anxious, I think it's best to share your anxiety with somebody that you feel you can trust and you know will respect you. So I think it's not about holding back, but it's about sharing so that your needs are met. Don't miss out.
I think there's a bit of a gender divide with this research as well, as it seems to affect women more. And I can understand that without making massive sweeping generalizations. I do think that often when we talk as women, we do tend to overthink. We maybe overthink what it is that we're saying, how it is that we are coming across. We tend to be more people pleasers. Would you agree?
Well, I think that the world that we live in at the moment has made it difficult as well. You know, just even on social media, you've had self-appointed COVID police. And I do understand people have had to be safe. And a lot of people have taken a lot of personal responsibility. But if you do one little thing, accidentally, people are jumping down your throat. And that doesn't really, you know, there's a way to say things. It's like, oh, love, you know, your mask is down. Can you pull it up a bit? You know, I was in the queue at the supermarket the other day. People are huffing and puffing. And, oh, my God, you know, don't so close. It's bringing out bad manners in people. And I don't blame people for feeling scared. You know, I'm scared to go shopping. I've got all mine done online now because I'm worried that, you know, somebody might kind of have a go. So these are real anxieties. It's really happening out there. And people are, you know, feel a little bit uncomfortable, the thought of socializing in big groups of people that they don't know. So we will get there, and I think it takes the most confident ones of us to bring people into this, you know, with confidence and kind of like reducing the anxiety.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been great catching up with you. What does the future hold for you, Saira? Because I know you're not doing Loose Women anymore. Where will we see you?
I have got quite a lot of things going on, actually. So I can't say anything at the moment, but you will see me back on the telly towards the end of the year. And I've got a few sort of pilots for certain things coming up. So some exciting adventures ahead. So, yeah, watch this space, basically.
A wonderful tease there. Thank you so much. Great to catch up with you. Thank you so much for your time. Take care. Saira Khan.